Here is a short video that shows you how to access some of the data that's captured by the questionnaire that you've already answered. Although the 2013 data is not available at the time I've produced this video, it might be by the time we run the project, and if not, you can use the 2012 data. So again, from the Australian Bureau of Statistics homepage, we're going to click down here on the random sampler. Okay, there's nothing particularly interesting in this couple of lines of writing, so just accept the terms, and this is how we do it. We're going to select the reference here. If you can select 2013, great. If you can't, select 2012. We're going to select all data at the moment, so leave that option available. Now, the sample size might cause you some problems later on, so I'm going to start by just selecting, say, 50 records. Now, this select postcode range allows you to select right across Australia, or you could just select in New South Wales. Now, New South Wales postcode starts with a 2, so you could do that for New South Wales, or you could have simply selected that tab down here and ignore the postcode range altogether. You could select just 2145, but from Parramatta and Westmead, although I don't think you would have enough data to use. So let's just select New South Wales. My suggestion for here is that you select years 7 and 8 just to make sure there's enough data with which to work. So select both of those. We're going to select both male and female, and then we're going to press the Get Data Sample. Okay, to download, so here it is. It has generated data. Now each different person who runs this will get a slightly different set of data. So just scrolling down, okay, we've got all this, and now you can download, well, there's the Excel file. You can have a CSV file, which is probably less relevant. And this sheet here, I'm going to click on this and show you what this is. Well, let me click on both. If I click on this, it's going to open Excel, and what you're going to get is a whole sheet of data. Now, I'm not really worried about making sense of it just yet. So there's my Excel page, and what you can see is I scroll down, there's my 50, well, it says 51 because the first line is the headings. Selection of females and males, there's the birth dates, etc., etc. And as you scroll across, let's move this back up here a bit. As you scroll across, there's a whole heap of data. Now, you won't necessarily be able to recognize what each one of these questions means. So the next document we open will be showing you exactly what BRK other means. So I'm going to close that. And this is the data you'll be using. The next one is the variables list. Now, the variables are the set of questions that you're asked. So I'm just going to open it from my download box. And these set of questions are the questions similar to the ones you will have answered for 2013. The questions vary a little bit each year. So, question 1, are you female or male? Where were you born? So what you'll see when we go back through that data is that there's a column that has BRTHDAY at the top of it. And remember we looked at the one that had BRK other. Well, here it is here, question 18, which was what did you have for breakfast this morning? And BRK other, so the column represented all those students who selected other foods as an option for breakfast. Okay, and as you scroll down here, you'll be able to match each of the different headings. So this heading here, right, you'll find in the Excel spreadsheet, what it really means is, how do you access your internet at home? Now that question is a little bit different than the 2013 question that you would have answered already. Okay, so there's the set of questions. What you will notice also that for this particular question and others, if you answered the questionnaire on a iPad, you couldn't answer these ones because it was a shifting bar that you had to click and move. If you used it on your computer, you could have answered these questions as well. So you'll find in some of these questions, or in the data, you'll find some of these questions are not answered because people didn't have access to a mouse. So what you need to do now is have a look at the data and make sense of each of the columns. You can change the headings of the columns if you choose to in the Excel spreadsheet. You can delete the columns that you decide not to use and only keep the data which is relevant to you. And then start creating your questionnaire.